girls. If y'all are using, if y'all are streamers, I want to put this out to the streaming community. You know, if y'all are streamers, if y'all, you know, there was a time I did this too. If y'all are using your fans who might be underage to solicit OnlyFans girls, to DM people, or you're doing, we should all stop. Again, I'm not saying I did that recently, but anybody doing that should stop. It's inappropriate. I know sometimes we start thinking like everything's like, you know, especially, you know, for me at first, I'm looking at like, bro, it's a dude, right? You know, if it was a woman, it would be very different. But it was like, that's dude, that's like a little bro. Like, yo, don't tell you.
Nah, man, nah, that's some wild stuff for you to even admit. Like, why would you say that? What the yeah, something just ain't right. Something ain't right about. So there should be more people talking about that as well, about Akademiks admitting that he uses his underage followers to solicitate OnlyFans models. Huh? What? So I don't know if that comment has anything to do with what is shown now, but, you know, just trying to put the pieces together.
It's not all. There's also the small matter of when he was captured on camera assaulting a woman in broad daylight during a trip to a shopping center in Miami, all the while screaming, "I'm the prize." As is always the case, he tried his utmost to defend it, even though his former Everyday Struggle co-host seemed to suggest it hinted at a deep insecurity within him.
This is what I realize is a lot of low self-esteem niggas out here, or niggas who think they're overachieving. I guess in whatever relationship, if you don't think you got some shit going on, or you're the person that the other person you're with, you know what I mean, should be protecting that relationship because you're someone else that's special, that's on you. But
I have a question. What? If you're the prize, why you got to tell her?
Well, now you're going back to that situation, right? No.
Above these incidents, there is also the simple fact that his misogyny has been made all too clear over the years. Just look at his body shaming tirades against TDE's SZA.
Because right now I can't distinguish the TD from the stomach. You look like you just got a whole motherfucking like bulletproof vest on. Your whole shit is flat. You love to eat. You are an eater. It's cool. I like to eat too. But y'all be fat just like me, looking like a linebacker. Your neck thick as like a 32 pack of Franks, and now y'all acting like y'all bad. You fat as fuck. Let's keep it being. You know you've been under the knife mad times. We don't care how much you show that little botch BBL. You need to get back to the doctor one more time.
Or the hateful words directed at Erykah Badu for previously referring to him as Jerry from Tom and Jerry.
I never fuck with Erykah Badu after she came on my show and she was trying to be funny. Bitch, I don't fuck with you after that. Nigga, what's up now? What we finna do? Bitch, you an old asshole just keep getting fucked by all these young niggas. What's poppin'? Bitch came here waving on top of wands and shit. I'm trying to be nice to you. Now I realize, oh, you were trying to play me like I'm some clown. Bitch, fuck you, nigga. How many rappers done ran through you, nigga? How many young rappers you chase, nigga, trying to fuck them too? I'm not playing with none of y'all. You ran through chick who 45. I'm sorry. Get the fuck out of here.
The fact of the matter is that there is an alarming pattern at play here. Across the alleged assaults and his flagrant online attacks of women such as Young Miami, which once even led to Saucy Santana to threaten throwing hands with him.
But after I beat you, I'ma fuck you on your ass because you a bitch ass nigga. That's what we do to you. You always fucking pressing a BBL. You sit on your thick ass. I got a BBL. You a BBW. That's what you do. You a big black woman sitting on that motherfucking couch and you talking with so much aggression and hostility for a nigga that we don't see in public.
There's a general sense that Akademiks does not like women, or at the very least, has very little respect for them. And in some leaked text messages that have surfaced, this has appeared to reach predatory heights. Because by the looks of these alleged messages, Akademiks isn't all that worried about the age of consent. Because in it, you can see messages like this of him asking a girl where she's from, before immediately asking when she turns 18 years old. Or these, where a girl claimed that I linked with him.
Whoa, wait, when was this? Whoa, wait. Oh, so he has a history of this. And I wonder if they're going to bring up that comment that he made about Bad Baby. Oh, so he has a history of this. Oh, so once again, it seems like there's a pattern with this individual. Seems like there's a pattern with this individual.
When she turns 18 years old. Or these, where a girl claimed that I linked with him in July for the first time. He invited a girl over and he said he wasn't sure if she was 17 or 18. He kept trying to make us drink and take our clothes off in the backyard. And while these texts are damning enough, if real, they are unfortunately supported by statements made by Ak himself, where he made it very clear he never worried about whether a girl was above 18.
Or a 21 and a 17. Just gotta mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as the chick got a college ID, she's getting I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's gonna get this.
Now, he has progressed to even causing online uproar against younger women, as he did in his pursuit of bringing down Max. Kalmu, the girl Akademiks is repeatedly calling an OF model in an attempt to defame Max, is getting harassed when she is 16 right now and 14 in the clips. As Ax's world around him seems to be falling down, it's unsurprising that enemies such as Freddie Gibbs and Meek Mill are relishing in the moment, with Gibbs calling Akademiks a bitch on X, and Meek stating, "If you're a parent, go get your kid's phone and block this man. He's grooming children with a very large platform that kids like." Also attempts to ruin black families and black success daily. Villain in the village. And as the narrative has spiraled out of his control, Akademiks is learning that he doesn't have an equivalent of what he does for Drake, who will try and shoot him bail no matter what happens. Because for most people, this situation has confirmed what they had already seen in terms of his behavior.
As I feel like the way he operates in the music industry these days is just him doing anything that he can to basically align himself with whoever is the most powerful, the most influential, just generally building his profile by currying the favor of others, which is how, if you remember, he ended up getting so tied up in this recent Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef because he's essentially reduced himself to being Drake's mouthpiece at this point. Literally anything, any news, any narrative Drake needs to get out there into the wider world usually comes by way of Akademiks these days.
While to others, it's indicative of a larger problem in terms of the pressure placed on young men.
I know stuff like this has happened before because this is an experience that I've had, that I know a lot of young men have had around older men. And I'm sure if some of y'all saying that thought about it, you'd have your own experiences just like this, because this is sadly something that happens a lot to young boys. We're gonna get away from Akademiks for a second. If you have a prepubescent, pubescent boy in your life, I guarantee they are being exposed to some type of behavior similar to this right now. In fact, it's probably already happened on multiple occasions by the time they're the same age as Noir is. In fact, right now, if you think about it, you probably know exactly what man or woman that is in your social circle that is completely capable of acting like this around a little boy. There's research that shows that 50% of kids are exposed to pornography before they're 13 years old, and this is boys and girls, by the way.
And with his past of mistreatment towards women, he argues that this is just an extension of a warped part of male culture where everyone needs to be complicit.
So what they wanted was for this boy to have a visceral negative reaction to the idea of having sex with men. They wanted him to engage in homophobia with them. They didn't really want him to have sex with grown women or see a bunch of strippers. What they wanted to do was see if he was willing to engage in sexual activity for their approval. Understand, a certain type of dude doesn't really even like women that much. They just want women to gain the approval of men around them. Certain type of dudes like Akademiks and the people he admires and hangs out with. And remember, these are elders to Noir. These are his peers whom he needs support of to further his career as a streamer. A connection to Akademiks, as toxic as that is, and these other men would mean the world to this boy. And they know this. But them homeboys need to, them predators move in flocks. People like Akademiks can't allow just any guy around them that doesn't have the same standards of behavior that he does. Dudes that are okay with violence and abuse and assault toward women can't have stand-up dudes around them holding them accountable. They don't want that. Patriarchy doesn't want that.
While FD sees his comments as clear evidence of a problem that runs through culture and society, the arguments of his few defenders is that they are just jokes. This includes people like FaZe Lacey.
I don't think Akademiks is a pedophile. I don't.
My press play. Hey, here's the pause button. What that nigga say? Hey, Akademiks, you trying to strike a chord and...
I think that word is thrown around way too loosely.
And Zayas and B-Lou.
That'd be the funny thing about the internet though, cause like bro, be 100. Y'all not gonna act like y'all don't have conversations between y'all friend group or even with y'all little brother or y'all cousin that might be inappropriate, but it's like within the dynamic of y'all.
Nah, listen. Y'all can't say, there's no way you can justify him saying, do you want to have sex with Max? And if Max has a sex change, would you, what? There's no justification for that. No, I have never had that type of conversation with my nieces or nephews or anybody young. Never. I never asked someone that's 15 years old, you want to have sex with a man? Would you have sex with a man? And if that man was a transgender, would you have sex with him? Huh? No. Because that's what he said.
Our friendship is like, it's nothing weird about it, but like if it came out on the internet, niggas might have something to say about it, if that makes sense.
But they're not necessarily wrong in that these things happen. The issue is that the age and power dynamics are so askew that it really just can't be justified. And as Ak is quickly learning, that's not something you can just undo. Since his initial outbursts over the situation, Ak has been trying to act like nothing out of the ordinary is happening. On top of his pages being as active as ever, he's insisted he's embraced his villain arc.
And he ever mentions my name or ever talks to me again, and he's supposed to have a problem, he's straight. I want to say this to anybody out there. Every nigga got my number, we could talk. I don't respect nobody who run to a stream or to no other weird shit. When you got my number, especially we live in a clip culture who gonna try to take niggas out of context, and also we got the K-bots and all these other people who have an agenda to try to make people look weird. I just want to put that on record because after this, I'm gonna get disrespectful. So whatever niggas thought or whatever niggas think, message to...
But at this point, he's earned so much backlash from certain corners of the internet that convincing anyone outside of his loyal fan base seems like a lost cause.
For the people who don't like me, I can't just offer myself. There's nothing more I could give you to make you like me, right? I can say sorry a million times. You're never gonna be like, oh, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. All right, man, you fucked up, but like, bro, I can see you'll never like me. Like, bro, you want to see me die, and unless I just sit here and just die on stream, you'll never be happy. So it's no need for me to keep going more and more and try to appease you. There's nothing I could do. Like, you hate me because maybe Meg's your favorite artist and I clowned Meg, or I fucking clowned, I don't know who that, Carisha, or I fucking clowned Lil Baby. I don't know who, whatever reason you might hate me, I can't do nothing to make you like me.
Despite how grim it looks, certain commentators feel that we can't escape him. After all, from the war in Chirac through to getting kicked off everyday struggle for dissing Chrissy Teigen, there's been no controversy that could slow his roll.
He keeps surviving this shit because the system requires and expects and rewards his behavior. We've seen this dude hit women. We've seen this dude disrespect so many people. We've heard this dude's assault case. He defended abusers and weirdos on stream for years. I again want to remind y'all that Akademiks became famous for doing some of the worst sellout anti-black shit the internet has ever seen. Trap Lord Ross has nothing on Akademiks. Dude been a weirdo.
Simply put, Akademiks is nothing if not a survivor. Many of the controversies he's endured would have destroyed someone less resilient. Even with companies severing ties and pulling deals, Akademiks' survival ultimately depends on one thing: his audience. But if there's anything that could truly drive them away, it's the storm he's facing now. Who knows, a year from now, this might just end up as another one of his many missteps that people bring up when the next drama unfolds. Or maybe, just maybe, this could be the one that finally takes him down for good. It's your boy The Waster, and I want to thank y'all for watching today's video. As always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Damn. All right, man. So there we go, man. Just wanted to run through those videos real quick. And so let's get to I think there was one thing I wanted to say. I think there was one more other thing I wanted to say. Hold on, let me see. Was it one thing?
And now they're looking, trying to party.
Oh yeah. I want to highlight this suicide thing, right? Because I posted the video of him saying that he's suicidal, and I wonder why he's saying that he's suicidal. Like, does he feel like he can't take the pressure that he has put himself in? So not only is he going through a case of graping, he's going through that. Now he's being accused of being a graper. I mean, not a graper, but a groomer and all this stuff. And, a lot of people, that one guy filled out a police report. I don't know if he's going to be facing any jail time or if he's going to get investigated, but a lot of people are upset with Akademiks. A lot of people are upset. A lot of people, are taking action. Because I made that response video. I reacted to a video of a content creator that filled out a police report on him, saying, he did some inappropriate things. He needs to be investigated. So I don't know how many other people filed a complaint. And I'm sure if there's enough complaints, they're going to do an investigation to see if what he said on live stream needs to be, dealt with. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. And that goes from me, not only that, then he's also saying this right here.